Hello. Just today, I read a news article on Yahoo that it was revealed that some elementary school teachers have irezumi tattoo on their body. Maybe the place where they have tattoo might be somewhere that could be covered with cloth. But this problem of public employee or government employee having tattoo is becoming a really problem, especially in Osaka, because the mayor of Osaka or the mayor of Osaka City is really actively against government employees having tattoo. He does not necessarily say having tattoo is bad. Plus, it's not illegal or anything like that in Japan to have tattoos. But his claim is that because those workers, those employees are public government employees, they have to obey the rules that their company, in this case the country, Japan, decides. So if it's like just a regular company, and if the boss says having tattoo is okay in our company, it's just fine. But his claim is that if anyone does not want to obey the rule of the government, currently it's only in Osaka City. It's not entire Japan or even Osaka but having tattoo, at least in Japan, could have really kind of scary image of you. If I have a tattoo on here, and if I'm a school teacher, students would be really freaked out. That's really bad. I personally would not want to say having tattoo is bad or good. It's just your personal preference. If you have one, that's fine. If you don't want to have one, that's just fine as well. But I was just wondering, in your country at least, is it common for public employees such as police or firefighters or politicians, I mean senators and House of Representatives, those people who work in those places, so public employees, government employees, they are paid from the country, in other words by us students. So you have to obey the rule that the higher class decides if you're working for the government, for the country. So this shicho, this mayor, is not saying having tattoo is bad. But if mayor decides, if it's decided in this city that public employees cannot have tattoo on their body, they have to, or they should retire. They should quit their job, because that's how society works. If you can't obey your boss, you can't stay in your company. That is something I'm lately concerned about. But I am, and he is, talking about only public employees. He or I am not talking about those regular private employees who might be working at supermarket somewhere, bank maybe. People who are working at bank is not public employee. And he also is not talking about teachers in private schools. It's out of his business or out of his power. He cannot do anything. But he can have power to order those who are working for the government in Osaka City as public employee. I think this makes sense. If you are serving for the government, if you're serving for the country, or in other words, if you're working for the Japanese citizens, you have to obey the rules that they decide. If you don't want to, you have to quit. But especially this problem of public employees having tattoo. Just imagine, you're a parent and your kid is going to public school and your kid's teacher has tattoo. What do you think? Kids, listen to me, kids. Yeah, look at this. I have a tattoo of dragon. Huh? I don't think it's nice. What do you think? That's what I'm really curious about to know. Public employees, especially teachers. And this mayor, Hashimoto Shicho, is doing several tests or exams, asking those public employees in Osaka City to voluntarily write on sheet if they have tattoo or if they don't, or if they do, where on their body they have tattoos. So there's picture of body roughly, and they could mark on the part they have tattoos. It's still voluntary, so it's not illegal or it's not unconstitutional. Still, there might be people who are lying that they don't have tattoo, but actually they do have tattoos. I don't know the exact number of people who have tattoo or people who say they don't have tattoo, but in fact they have. If they have tattoo where they cannot cover, I mean, in the first place, they would not be hired. So I'm sure all the people who have tattoo on their body have somewhere, like maybe back or somewhere around here, or maybe even arm, but he can, or they can hide, they can cover it with clothes. It's only really currently that this problem of, especially in Osaka City, or pretty much only in Osaka City for now, public employees having tattoos. These public employees, as I said, is not only teachers, even the people who collects garbages, trashes on certain days of the week. They also might be public employees. Just recently there was news that one of those people who are collecting garbages on certain days, who also was public employee, had tattoo and people could see it. So I suspect that the tattoo was maybe on his arm. I don't exactly know where that tattoo was. Public employees, especially teachers, having tattoos. Do you think it's a problem? Or imagine if you have that kind of problem in a country. Would that be a problem? Would that not be a problem? Thanks for watching.